Hello ladies and gents, and welcome to today's video. If you're new here, I make OpenToonz tutorials and the occasional animation. And if that's the kind of thing you're into, then why not subscribe to follow along. But I've just launched my first OpenToonz collaboration, and you can see the launch video in the description below, including full details of the format of the video and how to get it to me. I've already had almost a dozen animators say they'd like to take part, but I've got plenty of space for more. So if you fancy taking part in a large animation with other animators and having your YouTube channel or social media channel mentioned, there's space for you, so why not give it a go? But since posting that video, I've had a few questions about the project, so let's go through them. What kind of animation are you expecting? Well, as I said in my previous video, the screen will start white, a portal appears, a stick figure comes out of it, something happens, and then the stick figure has to leave via another portal. And then either your portal closes or the screen fades back to white. But what can you have in the middle? Well, you can have an incident that happens, or the place the portal appears has something about it that the stick figure has to navigate. For example, there could be another stick figure to fight in some way to be able to get out. Or there could be a monster to get past. Or if something about the environment, the room could be full of balls, a ball pit room. It'll be difficult to get through those quickly, so it'll be good practice for your character acting. Maybe the room is full of water and the stick figure has to swim with either no air or they have scuba gear they can put on. Maybe they're in space and have to use a jetpack. Maybe there could be a cliff edge they have to jump over. Or maybe the first portal could be in the sky and they could skydive for a bit and then go through a portal at the bottom. Or it could be a mix of ideas. Let your imagination run wild with this. Although I've shown these basic ideas on a single static screen, it doesn't mean you can't scroll your animation and make it wider than the screen, and feel free to add colour, backgrounds or special effects to make your animation stand out. And if you have a couple of ideas and the time to make them happen, there's no reason why you can't make two animations, either totally different stories and styles or connected in some way. And as I said last week, you don't need to be a great animator, so feel free to use this challenge to practice your walk and run cycles. Can I use blank software as well as OpenToonz? I've been asked if you can use other software to help with your animation, like Krita, Blender or After Effects, and the answer I'm afraid is no. Part of the point of this project is to be able to show other animators and interested people that OpenToonz is fully featured. That you can draw backgrounds, foreground characters and add your effects all in the one software. Which features of OpenToonz can I use? Well, simply put, all of them. I want us to show the world what OpenToonz can do. Throw some colour and effects in there, use the plastic tool, the 3D layering, auto-tweening or anything else you can. Or you could simply just draw using frame by frame. Do I have to add sound effects? No, you don't. I'll be looking to add music over the full animation anyway, so silencing your portion will be okay. Do we have to use a stick figure? Well, on this occasion, yes. And this is just to keep some consistency between your animations without sharing a model sheet. But to answer a similar question, I'm not prescribing how he looks however, so feel free to add any props or highlights that make sense to your animation. So you could add a hat, skirt, a gun, or even eyes and mouth if that's what makes your animation work. So that covers everything I've been asked about so far, and all I need to say is to go for it. Whatever your ability, I'd love to see what you can do. So start storyboarding your ideas and see what you can come up with. So what are my plans for this project? Well, this week I've just been storyboarding my idea and practicing a few techniques for animating a stick figure. And next week I'll start work on animating the figure using simple ovals for portals just to get the placement and to get the timing right. The following week I'll be working on the portals themselves, working out the best way to animate them. Which leaves one more week where I'll be finalising my animation, adding any backgrounds and last minute effects. And as I go through each stage, I'll be updating you with videos so you can follow along. And I'll also be sending out any new information about this collaboration from my Twitter account, so follow me there if you'd like to keep in touch. The link is in the description, and I'll be back next week with more tips for the project. And that's a guarantee.